overview, our study and findings demonstrated that cumulative dietary risk factors quantified through a score from 9 food items were associated with a significant burden of morbidity and mortality due to non-communicable diseases. These associations were independent of major confounding factors like sociodemographic factors, lifestyle, but also adiposity and total energy intake. And although most of our associations were linear, we also identify some non-linearity in some of the outcomes like all-cause mortality, digestive cancer, and so on. Hi, everybody. My name is Fanny Peterman Rocha. I'm a third-year PhD student at the University of Glasgow, and I'm the first author of the manuscript entitled Nonlinear Associations Between Cumulative Dietary Risk Factors and Cardiovascular Diseases, Cancer, and all-cause mortality, a prospective cohort study from UK Biobank. This manuscript will be published by Mayo Clinic Proceedings next September. So in overall, we create this dietary score from 9 food items. From 0, that means the healthiest score, to 9, that means the less healthiest score. And in overview, each 1-point increment in this diet score was associated with a higher risk of incidence and mortality of the outcome study. The highest risk was identified for mortality due to heart failure, cardiovascular disease, and ischemic heart disease. I think that these findings are really, really important for people because improving the diet quality will have a significant impact of non-communicable diseases. Due to the non-linearity or linearity, in most of the associations, our potential impact fraction show that interventions targeting the whole population rather just focusing on those who are the less healthy are likely to have a greater population level benefits, okay? And additionally, our findings reinforce the overall effect of diet in adverse health outcomes and the contributions of healthy diets in individual health. Poor diet, unfortunately, is the second top contributor to all death and disabilities in the United Kingdom. And although most people understand the impact of bad behaviors or dietary habits, changing the diet patterns is really, really challenging, and it's really, really hard to achieve sometimes. Even if people know that you need to eat better and you need to improve the quality of your diet overall, because doesn't mean that you cannot eat, carbohydrates, because people usually think, oh, I cannot eat carbohydrates. I need to stop eating fat, or I need to improve my protein. You need to improve the diet overall, like in your daily days. And it's really, really hard because we do know that information. You don't need to go to the dietitian to know that information. You don't need to go to the doctor to know that information. But even if you know that, why you don't follow the recommendations? So that's why you need to still encourage people, like, follow the rule, follow the guidelines, because it's good for you. You are going to die, or even if you don't die today, you are going to die in the future, but you're going to live longer, but with a really bad quality of life. So I cannot stress enough the relevance of these findings in the population of people health. We are still interested to keep with our study and with our investigation to continue understanding the overall role of diet on different health outcomes. Actually, our team group published last year another paper investigating the type of diet, like vegetarians, pescatarian, and meat eaters diet and their effect on cardiovascular outcomes. And now we are working in new index, new score, trying to use another emergency factors. We know that Mayo Clinic is always interested in this kind of a study and has been always interested to investigate the overall role of diet in mortality and other adverse health outcomes. So we know that this manuscript and this paper will contribute to try to understand the overall role of lifestyle factors into the diet in people's health, that we know that it can be easily modified and therefore modify people's life. Now we are living longer, but we need to try to find the answer to try to live longer but better, with a better quality of life. Of course, these are not all the details about how we create a score or the analysis that we performed because we don't have enough time to talk about it, but you're more than invited to read our paper and contact us if you have any question or doubt about the article.
We hope you found this presentation from the content of our website valuable. Our journal's mission is to promote the best interests of patients by advancing the knowledge and professionalism of the physician community. If you are interested in more information about us, our homepage is www.mayoclinicproceedings.org. There you'll find access to information for our social media content, such as additional videos on our YouTube channel or journal updates on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter. More information about healthcare at Mayo Clinic is available at www.mayoclinic.org. This video content is copyrighted by Mayo Foundation for Medical Education and Research.